When you think of affordable practicality, you usually think of Skoda, and the Superb is one of its core offerings. It's a car that's won us over multiple times thanks to its great design, its really nice interior, and the level of practicality it offers. Now Skoda has now introduced this, which is the Superb IV, its first plug-in hybrid Superb. But what can an electrified Superb bring to the table? That's what we're here to find out.
The Superb has always been a smart looking car, but it's fair to say that this most recent generation is by far the best looking yet. This car, in its undercover flat grey colour, looks particularly classy, while the glossy black grille looks close to that fitted to the upcoming Enyaq in terms of design. You might notice the IV badge on the back too. That's being used to signify all of Skoda's electrified models. The charging port is cleverly integrated into the nose of the car too. In fact, you barely know it was there.
The cabin of the Superb is rather brilliantly made. You've got really nice high quality materials used throughout. So we've got a leather trimmed steering wheel, we've got leather on the gear stick, we've got this kind of carbon fibre effect material in the middle, which, though it isn't real carbon fibre, does look quite cool. And all of the buttons and switches work really nicely, and they've got a really good solid feel to them. In the middle, you've got a large central infotainment system which has your nav and your media and everything you could possibly want really, as well as Apple CarPlay. And up front we've got a new digital dashboard which is configurable to show a variety of different menus, and it's also there where you'll notice you'll be able to see your charge levels too. Big cubby in the middle, big glove box at the side, so Skoda isn't forgetting about practicality either. Overall, it's a really nice place to be.
You might think that the fitment of the batteries into the Superb IV estate would have a real dent on practicality, but that simply isn't the case. In fact, drop those rear seats and you're treated to 1,800 litres of load area. The Superb IV combines a 1.4 litre turbocharged petrol engine with an 85 kilowatt electric motor for a combined power output of 215 brake horsepower. It allows the Superb to go from 0 to 60 miles an hour in a respectable 7.7 seconds before reaching a top speed of 140 miles an hour. But of course, this isn't a car designed with performance at the top of its list of priorities. It's why the Superb has a claimed consumption figure of up to 176 mpg, while CO2 emissions are as low as 36 grams per kilometre. It's capable of travelling for up to 37 miles on battery power alone, while a full charge will take around 5 hours with a 3-pin plug.
So what is this Superb PHEV like to drive? Well, to begin with, it's perfectly quiet and it's very refined. That hybrid powertrain means that you move off under electric power, and that continues for quite some time too. Add in that you're not getting an awful lot of road or wind noise, and this is a very relaxing car to drive. The suspension is very well judged too. Skoda hasn't been tempted to fit an overly firm suspension setup here to compensate for the additional weight of the batteries, and that really shows because this hybrid Superb is just as comfortable as a petrol or diesel version. It can be a little bit wallowy in the bends, and again, that's more than likely because of the added weight of the batteries, but you don't notice it too much. The steering isn't brimmed with what we journalists would call feel, but it's accurate enough and it allows you to place the car just where you want it. Because of that decent amount of electric range that you get from this battery too, you aren't going to trouble the petrol engine all that often, and in fact, for shorter journeys or for those ones done around town, you're going to notice that you're not really using an awful lot of fuel. And in fact, even under hard acceleration, you're not troubling the petrol engine whatsoever, and that just means that the car feels quiet and refined at nearly all times. That hybrid performance brings some added zip off the line too. Much like fully electric cars, you get a real sense of urgency when you press the accelerator, and that means that the Superb PHEV feels just as performance orientated as the petrol or the diesel version, if not more in some circumstances. And despite being a relatively big car, the Superb isn't a vehicle that you'll find hard to place on the road. You've got nice big wing mirrors and a really clear view out of the back, which helps you feel in control and aware of where the car sits on the surface. The Skoda Superb has always been, in our eyes at least, the go-to estate car. It's practical, it's spacious inside, it's comfortable, it's well made, and it's good to drive too. It doesn't break the bank either. And that's where this car comes in. If you are looking to lower your running costs, then this plug-in hybrid version could well be worth trying out. For everyone else, well, the diesel or the petrol may still make a lot of sense. But if you're doing shorter journeys, then this electrified version is one well worth checking. Thank you for watching this Motors.co.uk new car review as well. And while you're here, please give us a like for this video if you enjoyed it. Leave us a comment below to let us know what you think, and could you live with a plug-in hybrid at the moment? And don't forget to subscribe to the Motors.co.uk channel, hitting that bell icon so you're notified every time we upload a new video.